Hey guys, it's Lala. Welcome back to my channel, Lala's Land. So there were quite a few of you that wanted to know about the taco lasagna that I make and how I make it. So I'm going to do a very quick video to show you. So what you'll need, I use, the recipe calls for 1 pound of ground beef, but I'm using 2.34 pounds, Greg, and I prefer more meat in ours. So I got this ground beef from Aldi's. I have the oven ready lasagna noodles, 15 ounces of ricotta cheese, and you can use the original or the skim, whatever you prefer. You'll need 1 egg. You'll need I get the Mexican style cheese, and this is the 3 cups of it. Depending on how much cheese you like, you may or may not use it, but I do get 2 bags just in case. And then here is your salsa that you'll need as well. This is a 24-ounce jar. Again, you don't have to use this much salsa. It depends on what you want. I don't use all of this in the recipe. I save about 1/4 of it and use it to top it off if you like to do that. And these are your main ingredients. And the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and brown my hamburger meat and drain that. So while your hamburger meat is browning, you want to grab a bowl and you're going to take your egg and your container of ricotta cheese and you're going to mix it all together. So there is my 1 egg and there's my ricotta cheese, and we're just going to mix this all together. And once it's all mixed together, I will be right back. I actually switched bowls because that bowl was not big enough. I don't know what I was thinking, but you can see here I have mixed up 1 egg with my ricotta cheese. So that's all mixed together really nicely. You can set this in the refrigerator until you're done, until your hamburger meat is done browning, and then we'll drain that out. And then once the hamburger meat is browned and drained, I will be back to show you the next steps. Okay, so something I forgot to tell you that you will need is taco seasoning. And because I did use 2 pounds of the taco meat, I'm going to use 2 of the taco seasonings. I got these from Aldi's. I don't know, they were like 35 cents each. So I have drained my hamburger meat and I'm going to go ahead and add, the back of this says 2/3 cups of water for each package, and then you add them in and mix it together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've added my water and my seasoning to my ground beef, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix this together. And I'm going to set this on low and let this cook on low for about, really, honestly, just for about maybe 5 or 6 minutes until some of the water has gone. And I'm just going to do it, honestly, until my oven preheats to 425. So when that's done warming up and mixing together, then I will be back. Okay, so I have let my water sizzle out. I have my taco seasoning in my ground beef. I do want to say that you were supposed to preheat your oven to 350. I'm not sure why I said 425, but you do preheat your oven to 350. So now that we have browned the beef, drained it, added our taco seasoning, we've already mixed our 1 egg and our ricotta cheese. So now in a 9x13 baking dish, we're going to layer 4 noodles on the bottom of the pan. Then we're going to layer 1/3 of our ricotta, 1/3 of our ground beef, 1/3 of shredded cheese, 1/3 of salsa, and we're going to repeat this 2 times. So here I have my 9x13 pan, and I've got my oven ready lasagna noodles that I'm going to be using, and we are going to just layer them on. For the bottom, I'm going to take this one, I'm going to pop it in half. And I'm going to set it here at the bottom. So as you can see, I've got my 4 here, and again, I did snap the one in half to cover here, and we're going to go ahead. The first thing we're going to add is our ricotta and egg mixture. And there's no specific way to do it. I just put a little bit on. And spread it out the best way you can. on your noodles. There's no perfect way. You just kind of want to get it a little, you know, kind of get it covered everywhere that you can. Our next layer is going to be our ground beef. So I'm going to just take it and sprinkle it over. It does say a third of the mixture. Again, you know, I don't measure anything. I just kind of eyeball it and go with the flow. Our next layer is going to be our salsa. I'm just gonna scoop salsa. I just try to do a little bit on each strip, if you will. Next, we're going to take our shredded cheese and we're going to sprinkle that just a little bit on this layer. And you can add as much or as little cheese as you want. It's completely up to you, whatever your family likes. Then we're going to repeat the process. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up so you can just see how I do the process. Okay, so once this is all completed, then we will, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. But first we have to cover it with our foil. It needs to be covered really tightly, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that it's covered, we are gonna go ahead and put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes or until it's heated all the way through and bubbly. So I will be back when that's done. So I've taken it out of the oven to check on it, and you can see here, it's pretty much done. I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese to the top of it, cover it again, and cook it at 350 for about another 5 minutes just to add some extra cheese to the top of it. And then when it's all done, I will be back. Okay guys, so it is finished. It's baked in the oven. It is all done, as you can see. Now you let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes before you cut it so it can kind of stick together, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's all plated. Okay guys, this is the lasagna. I have a little Caesar salad on the side. But here is my taco lasagna. All done. You can see all the yummy goodness in it. And that is how you make it. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. You can look at the description box, and the recipe should be in there. And remember, if you are not subscribed, hit that red subscribe button down below. I'd absolutely love to have you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.